What's going on, guys? My name's Theoatrix, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a few methods which I use to sustain my own Runescape membership without ever having to pay any real life money, and I don't even have to really worry about making money in the game since this is so easy. The methods I'm going to show in this video are daily methods, and what that means is you can do these approximately once a day and get a decent profit out of them. Then, if you add up the profits over 14 days, so the life of a bond, you can easily cover the cost of one and even make a bit of extra profit depending on how many of these methods you do. Getting straight into it, the first one on my list is getting herb boxes from the Nightmare Zone minigame once a day. Basically, every single day you can purchase a maximum of 15 herb boxes from the Nightmare Zone rewards chest, and each time you do this you profit about 190k, but it costs 142,000 Nightmare Zone points, which really isn't that hard to get. Now, I'd only really recommend this method to people that train at the Nightmare Zone pretty commonly, and since it's a super AFK and really good combat XP training method, the daily herb boxes come as a bit of a bonus. If you were to open 15 boxes each day for 14 days, you'd profit about 2.6 mil, and that in itself is pretty much enough for a bond. The requirements for Nightmare Zone are to have at least 5 quests completed that have a boss fight, and the more you've done, the easier it is to farm points, because the points that you get per boss that you kill in the Nightmare Zone is actually dependent on how many bosses you've selected to fight. So if you've done 20 quests with all the bosses activated at once, you can get heaps more points per kill than if you only had 5 bosses selected. I'm going to make a guide on how to get the maximum points per hour in a couple of days, so watch out for that video if you'd prefer to farm points rather than just go for the combat XP. But either way, this method is so handy for spending no money at all and basically getting free bonds. So that's the herb box method. The next method is getting battle staves from Zaf, the staff shop in Varrock. With the completion of the Varrock diaries, you have access to more and more battle staves from Zaf or Zaf. But even without completing any diaries, you can do this method, but you don't make anywhere near as much profit. Basically, Zaf sells battle staves for only 7k each, and the grand exchange price is currently about 9k per battle staff, so with each staff you make about 2k in profit. Without any tasks completed, he sells you 5 battle staves a day. With easy, he sells 15, medium is 30, hard is 60, and then with elite, he sells you 120 battle staves each day. Depending on how many tasks you've done, you can make 140k per fortnight if you haven't completed any tasks, which probably isn't exactly worth your time, but if you have elite completed, you can actually make 3.4 mil a fortnight, which covers the cost of a bond, plus you even get heaps of profit for yourself. Now, another really awesome way to sustain your RuneScape membership is by managing the Kingdom of Miscellanea, and every 2 weeks you can make yourself about 1.5 mil in profit, but it does require you to go there every couple of days to get your approval rating back up to 100%. Keeping 100% all the time will get you about half of the price of a bond every 2 weeks, but there is a little bit of a learning curve. I'm not going to go into detail of how to do it, so instead I'm going to link you guys a video to a really good kingdom management guide. That'll be in the description. It's a bit of a long video, but it covers everything perfectly and has everything you need to know and everything that I'd want to say. I'm going to make my own guide on this pretty soon, but for now, the video in the description covers pretty much everything. The final tasks I'm going to talk about is farming, and there's actually a few things you can do in regards to farming to get daily profits or even hourly profits. The first method is doing herb runs with level 32 farming, and that means you can farm Ranars. You can do a herb run every 1.5 hours, and they take about 5 minutes to complete, and you also get a bit of farming XP, which is a bit of a bonus. Each time you do a run, you make yourself approximately 80k in profit, and if you were to do this, let's say 2 or 3 times a day, you'd make yourself 2.3 mil to 3.4 mil every 2 weeks, which is pretty much enough for a bond and would easily cover the cost of membership. There's a specific path that you should take when you're doing herb runs, but since this video is more just talking about the methods, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. I'm just going to make a farming guide very soon about everything you need to know about tree runs, herb runs, all the farm runs, and that'll be released pretty soon. Now the second farming method is actually even more profitable in terms of the time that it takes, because it literally takes about half a minute, 30 seconds to do. And all you need to do is pick cactus spines from the cactus patch in Alcarid. And to do this, you need level 55 farming, and you can pick the spines off every 1 hour and 15 minutes. All you need to do is teleport to the jewel arena with the Ring of Dueling, and you're literally like 20 squares from the patch. You don't actually have to dig up the patch. The spines grow back on their own on the tree, so each time you pick it, you get about 3 spines, which is almost 20k. Now the timing for these spines really lines up well with the herb runs, so it's something you can super easily just add to your herb run method and then profit an extra 20k, so 100k per herb run. So if you were to harvest the cactus spines 3 times a day for 2 weeks, you'd make yourself 840k in those 2 weeks, which is about a third of the price of a bond. And you're probably thinking, that's not really worth it since it's not a lot. But seriously, it only takes about 2 minutes out of your day. If you were to do this 3 times a day, it is definitely worth doing. And then think about this, if you were to play even longer every day, let's say you harvest 6 times, so you play maybe 8-7 hours a day, you're making yourself 1.7 mil every 2 weeks for putting in like 4 minutes a day. It really is worth it. Anyways guys, that's pretty much all of the good dailies that you can do in Old School, and now it's time for clip of the day. And today's clip comes from HBU174, who got the Callisto Cub on his 3rd ever kill. Dang, that's lucky. Anyways guys, thanks for watching today's video. Be sure to leave a like if you learned something today. As soon as I hit 25,000 subscribers, I'm gonna start doing real life videos, and I'll be streaming with a face cam. Be sure to follow my Twitch, the link's in the description if you want to watch some of my live streams. Anyways, once again, thanks for watching and have a nice day.